Well, good morning, my fellow social media busters. This is Mike Savino coming to you from the Social Media Buster channel on YouTube. And I just wanted to welcome you to the third installment of a series of video clips we're doing to introduce especially small and startup businesses to the power that is in social media today. And we want to make sure that you guys are not only taking advantage of this explosion in social media, but really starting to appreciate the power that's in it. We said in the first couple of installments that it really is explosive, and we're seeing maybe the calm before the social media storm. Guys like Gary Vaynerchuk and others that are writing a lot about social media are saying that it really is the calm before the social media storm. The next couple of years, we're going to see an explosion in how companies utilize social media, and we don't want you guys to be left in the dust by your competition, as your competition takes advantage of these mostly free platforms up there in the World Wide Web cloud that we have up there that so many of us are taking advantage of. And we want you guys to be able to enjoy the benefits of social media, to really get out there and brand yourself, market yourself, and really expand your customer and client base the best that you possibly can. And so we introduce you to the king of social media, Facebook, in our first installment, and said that you guys really need to have a fan page, a dazzling fan page, not a cookie cutter fan page that everybody gets on Facebook, but make sure you're getting something like the total social media system, which I explained to you in the first installment, how to get your hands on that. You can certainly go to my fan page. You can certainly go to the resources that I'm giving you and hook yourself up to that. In the second installment, we talked about blogging and how important blogging is for connecting, building relationships, building connections to your market niche, to your current customers and clients, as well as building your customer and client base. And we said that blogging is really the give. It's not the take. You don't use it for selling your products and services. You use it to provide real valuable content, and that content can be educational, informational, even entertaining, but it's going to further endear people to you and then drive them to your products and services that you're going to feature, especially on your website. This installment, I want to focus on using Twitter. A lot of you are familiar with Twitter. It's another one of those social media platforms that's free to use, and people are using it to get real-time postings of really anything, because anyone can use it and they can post about anything, anywhere, anytime, on the fly. It's a real-time social media platform, and people are using it to really do just about anything when it comes to whether it's finding out about a natural disaster and what's happening with that, following up on customer news, client news, business news, or whether it's catching up on the latest celebrity gossip. Twitter allows you to post these 140 character bursts that go out there, and it allows people to follow you. You can have people follow you, you can follow other people, you can follow companies. And as people send those tweets, they're called, out there, you can receive them, and a majority of people today, something like 40% of people are doing a lot of their social media work using handheld mobile devices, their cell phones, right in their pockets. And those tweet posts can be received right on your cell phones, and so people are using them in some tremendous ways to stay on top of really just about everything. The other thing that Twitter allows you to do is to tag people and tag companies, very similar to what Facebook does. When you make a posting on Facebook, or you put photos up there. You can tag people so that people receive those posts. Now, what's cool about doing that with Twitter too is that you can tag a company. If you have a complaint, you can post that on Twitter, and then tag the company that, let's say, you're complaining about, and hopefully somebody will pick that up on the other end and respond to it really quickly. And that's really the power of using Twitter for business, is that you can use a social media platform like Twitter to service your people, your customers, your clients, and to manage your reputation. And that is really so critical today. It can literally turn a customer's perspective from one of being an enemy to one of being one of your fondest fans, depending on how you, the customer service person, or customer relations person, or company executive, depending on how you respond to that customer. If that customer posts something negative about you on Twitter, sends it out to all of his or her contacts, all the people that follow him or her, if they tag certain other people and companies, there's a lot of damage that can be done by some of those negative posts. So some experts say you have about a 29-minute window to respond to negative posts on social media. So it's important to understand the power of Twitter and to begin to use it in a positive way to manage your company's reputation, and to do that really quick, on-the-fly damage control that sometimes happens or needs to happen when somebody posts something negative online. Studies have shown that your customer service ratings will actually go much higher the more responsive you are to things that are posted on social media, especially if they're complaints, criticisms, comments that customers are making. It's important that you deal with those right away. Like I said, within that 29-minute window. In fact, there was a company out there recently called MediaBistro.com that recently reported some interesting statistics. They found out that people who complain using Twitter, if a company responds quickly and pleasantly and politely to those postings, the research is showing that people were 60% more likely to follow that brand on Twitter. And get this, they were also 64% more likely to purchase from that brand if positive through Twitter. Now that's a very interesting statistic. If that's true, then you really want to make sure that you're using Twitter appropriately for reputation management, because you have to understand that if you want people to come to you and to use your products and services and think of you highly, but you're just going to let all those negative comments just float around out there without dealing with them, well, you're going to end up really hurting your branding in the long run. And speaking of branding, obviously branding is the key to your success. If you share consistently relevant information about your company, about your industry, about your products, about your services, if you respond quickly, efficiently, politely, in a way that really shows the human side of your company, and you do that on a regular basis, if those statistics hold true, you're gonna end up building for yourself some very, very loyal followers, and then hopefully those people will then continue tweeting good things about you to the people that they know, and your marketing just continues to go viral like that, as people just continue saying good things about you. So I really hope that you guys are considering taking advantage of Twitter as a very, very powerful social medium for building your brand, uh, using that all-powerful social media marketing um, system that's out there today, and really using it to your advantage. So you guys a short little clip, and I appreciate your comments. And don't forget to visit us also on Facebook.